And welcome everyone to another exciting journey with Dreaming with Gemstone Gina. I am here with your host, Gina. I will be watching the chat room. So take it away, Gina.
Hey everybody, good to be here today. Gina Virginia Casella, spiritual biz entrepreneur. One of my favorite things to do, my gemstone reading. So if you get it on a membership, it all starts with story medicine. And so something that I like to do when I come on Michael's show is start with a collective gemstone reading. And then as folks are tuning in, just let us know if you would like a gemstone reading. It doesn't cost you any money. And choose a number between 1 and 12. It can be any number. And Michael, you just chime in and let me know if anybody's there in the comments. And happy full moon. Hope you're all loosening and letting go. I know I've been doing my homework in the background. So let me tilt this here. I got my little area set up. Oh, I got to remove my background. Sorry about that. I totally forgot. You won't be able to see my gemstones otherwise. You don't have to see them, but I get the feeling you do. Let us know in the comments if you like seeing the gemstones. Okay, so
And today also, is the interesting day of being Guy Fawkes Day. Remember, the 5th of November.
well, I did not realize that. Oh, I can see somebody's tuning in live. Let us know who you are, person who's tuning in live, because I can do a collective after. I can do a gemstone reading for you first. Just trying to get to the bottom of the chat here.
Well, while we wait for that person, maybe the collective will lead into other people's.
Yep. Okay, so Michael, pick a number between 1 and 12 for the collective.
How about 5?
Number 5. All right. So Jasmine, E. Maryhart, we're going to do a collective one, and then we're going to do you next if you want one. Just hang in there. All right. So my eyes are now closed. Now they're open. Okay. Now they're closed. And this is collective reading. Okay. And sorry, what number did you say, Michael?
5.
My eyes are open now. 5. All right. See these okay?
We can.
Number 5. Okay. So let's just have a look here. Transforming and transcending. This full moon, not a good time to focus on transforming and transcending. Things that you have transformed and transcended, this is a collective reading, are starting to move fast now. This is the full moon, and that's being expressed in this gemstone reading. It's like that top of the roller coaster, and things are going down, and Jaguar is here, and it's like down. You don't have a choice. You're going with the flow of the river. There's nothing you can do. Hopefully, that's a good thing, or at least coming from a place of indifference. Any seeds, keys, hopes, and dreams that you've planted, they are going like directly right into the soil. So I hope whatever thoughts you've been having or whatever you've been manifesting, this is a collective reading, that they were with good intentions, because they're all nicely rooting down. It's like the tree of life is the roots are like thirsty and it's headed towards water, and it's like, tasty water here. And um, the heart is a bit down, uh, maybe just because the heart isn't getting results like it thought it would get results, but the heart is going to get results. So whatever you've been hoping for and whatever, it's going to come true. It might not come exactly true how you've been like wanting it, um, but it's coming true, like whatever it is you wanted. So just be careful with negative thought patterns and whatnot, because those are all coming true as well. Whatever you've been doing, harvesting. So any fears, or if there's anything that you didn't mean to be, um, igniting this full moon, do some fire ceremony pronto and let it go, let it go, let it go. um, so that's like really great. Something else that's coming to my mind is going back to the heart. All the seeds, keys, dreams are coming from the heart. So whatever it was, or like that's the thing, the mind can only focus on one thing. So I know this is, might sound exciting, like, yay, my hopes and dreams are coming true. But the thing is, like, narrow it down. So you've got, like, this is a collective reading. So we've got lots of positive hopes and dreams, that, obviously we want to come to fruition, but are those hopes and dreams really good for us? Do we really want that? So make sure you want it. And there's an emphasis on the heart. So if you've had a dream that's coming from the head, I guess it's more logical based. Even though it's like super awesome, forget that right now, because the focus is on the dream from the heart. So there's a bit of an algorithm here. Hopes and dreams coming from the head, not going to be transforming. And when I think about my initial reaction, transforming and transcending, because Jaguar is here, now I'm making that connection. That's exactly why. Jaguar is already like ahead of the game here. Basically, life right now for the collective is unfolding, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to unfold. It's like a storm. It's happening. Um, so I'm repeating myself right now, but if there's anything negative, toxic, insecurities, let that stuff go to really make sure this is nice and clean. Our perspective is a little bit off, but the clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. Thank goodness, clarity is coming. It's not always like that. Clarity is coming, perspective is coming, and it's coming fast. Um, so any concerns that you do have as a collective, um, it's gonna like quickly be kind of scary feeling, and then it's gonna quickly the fog's going to clear. This is a lot better than the last collective one that I did, and that's the thing about these gemstones. It's not like good bad readings. They're just to give you perspective. The mental plane is it could be in a better place. The mental plane, any negative thoughts you're having right now, do fire ceremony, folks, because the mental plane is a bit off. You don't listen to the mental plane. Listen to your heart right now. Listen to the heart. Let the heart guide you. Wow, there's lots going on for the collective here. Polaris is focus, telling us to focus on the physical. And, like the north wind is the strong wind, and a lot of us are stuck. This is the stuck zone. A lot of us are stuck in our snake skins. So let the wind blow the hell out of you. Like, go outside and literally stand in the wind and just let it blow through you. A nice cold wind, just feel it. And metaphorically, it's like, in a positive way, we're stuck so that the wind can do its work. And that's in alignment with the full moon, burning and cleansing what no longer needs to be there. So if it's not windy, go stand in the light of the full moon. Work with the metaphors in nature around you. And I was going to say something else.
Well, one thing I noticed is with
Yes.
the mind being
Mm-hmm.
cloudy, that makes sense with perspective and clarity coming. So it would make sense that it would be off.
Yes. Yes. And also with clarity, like the snake skin, um, in real life, when the snake's skin gets too thick, it can't see. It also feels irritable. And so let the wind blow through you. There's always lots to say. I'm just going to pick a card here. Got the Dragon Dreams Oracle. And this is coming from the air. Oh, this is a good card. All of them are good cards. This is PMHI Passions, Present Moment Hypnotherapy International. This was the name of my first business. And so my first business um, was called PMHI Passions. Now it's called Gina Virginia Casella, GVC. It's a big umbrella term for the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. But anyways, initially, this was the original story species, story medicine. And it's essentially showing you through the metaphor of driving or going on a hike, following these different paths, obstacles in your way. There's a beginning, a middle, an end. So we're being reminded this with this gemstone reading as a collective that we're a story species. So think of your life as a story. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. I'm relating this to the moon cycle um, because for a collective reading, this was a positive reading. You know, we're just being reminded to let go of anything that might be holding us back. And to me, I'm getting a sense that just like in our story, that the next cycle will be even more powerful. And actually, I think the next full moon might be the last one or the second last one of 2025. Um, so that might be powerful. And depending on when you celebrate New Year's, like a lot of people, um, they celebrate the New Year this time of year. Like it all starts wrapping up and coming to an end. And so maybe this card is going out to those folks as well. Uh, the year is wrapping up. Time is an illusion. Don't wait until, January 1st for your New Year's resolution. Like the story starts now. And earlier I even mentioned like some of the stuff that's coming to fruition in your life. Do you even want it to come to fruition? Because things alchemize, right? Things alchemize, including your story. So I always have lots to say. But Michael, what are your thoughts? Any more thoughts on the collective? How do you relate personally? Yeah,
I,
I'm always
I,
curious.
I think it's interesting because we're all undergoing changes, and doesn't matter where you're at in the world, is old patterns are coming to an end, they're coming up to be changed or removed. And so that's the journey. It's like we're all seeing what serves us and moving forward with it, and what doesn't serve us anymore we're letting go of. And so that's like the end of the year cleansing, is letting go of all the old patterns. And when we get our clarity and perspective, we can see what's serving us and move forward and have an even stronger year next year and grow even more on our path. So I think it's all is relatively good news. It's just a matter of how you look at it. Is Do you really like the old pattern that's not really serving you, but it's so comfortable you want to keep it anyway? You're going to fight it, but in the end, you're going to have to let it go. So it becomes a matter of, do you want to save the energy of struggle and let it go now, or wait until you have the clarity that says and perspective that says, this is so much better. We do need to let this go.
Yes, those are good points. Something else that came to my mind was the stuck zone. Who wants to be in the stuck zone, right? But really, a lot of us, like you were saying, what's familiar keeps us safe. So we keep on these snake skins that are not serving us. And then, so in a positive way, we're in the stuck zone. So, um, these changes can forcefully happen because storms in nature are required. The river flows. We're required to stand in the river and let the water cleanse us. And you know what? And at some point, we get swept up by the river, and we go where we may go. Right. So
Exactly.
I see. Jasmine E. Mary picked number 11. Was there somebody else? Was Jasmine for? I think she's first and next in line.
She is,
I
and
wasn't monitoring the chat. Okay. Okay, so Jasmine, number 11. Okay. All right, I got my eyes closed here. And I want to go counterclockwise, and I'm using my left hand. So, and there's some gemstones under my hands. Yes, and this circle wants to be nice and big. Ah, there we go. Well, okay, my eyes are open, and number 11. Okay, can you see all this? This is a big one. Starts here and it ends
it looks like we can see it all.
there. Okay. Um, so there's a big gap here. That's okay. And there's another space here. And there's some
Jasmine says
textures
she
going
can see
on.
it.
Can see it? Okay. Let me just get a look here. So, so the collective reading applies to everybody, right? So this still applies to um, Jasmine, but this is going to be like a special narrowed focus for Jasmine. Okay, so Jasmine, your hummingbird right now is in check. So all your high quality items, your ability to drink the finest nectar, to find the finest nectar. I don't know if it feels like it, but according to this gemstone reading, you should be in flow. Like you're not concerned where you're going to get your next whatever it is you need. You'll get it when you get it. You're just like hummingbird, you're flying and you'll get your nectar. You're not worried about your next meal and you're in flow. You don't eat breadcrumbs. You're not interested in breadcrumbs anymore. You're eating the nice big meals and you're okay with skipping out on breadcrumbs so that you can get a big meal. Of course, this is a metaphor. Your perspective is um, you have a very high quality perspective right now, but the perspective is a bit off. Why? I don't know. Let me keep looking here. What's wrong with having a high quality perspective? Because the transformation part is off. Okay, so there might be some fantasy stuff going on right now that you want manifested, which is fine, but there's other stuff right now that's more priority. Physically, you are way out of alignment. Physically, uh, you might be like on the hyper side. So you might be like, what do you mean I'm not in alignment? I have lots of energy right now. Yeah, well, you know what? You are approaching the burnout stage where you're going to drop. So thankfully, you don't have to worry about stuff right now that a lot of folks out there might have to worry about because your hummingbird is in check. Like if you need to take a day off work or something, it's fine. It's not going to make or break you. Not that your life is perfect by any means, but at least this round. And why? Because you've been putting yourself first. Um, if you have negative thoughts, they're haunting you, but um, you keep telling these negative thoughts positive things, which is good, but you're telling them like fantasy things, which is fun. But then you see what happens is even though like fantasy things, it's fun, it's positive, what it's doing is it's actually taking away your focus from the positive things. So it's kind of like when somebody is solving, like a detective is like doing the detective work, right? And you start making connections and you're like, oh, frig, I knew I was right. And then you start celebrating, I was right, I knew I was right. And it's like, now is not the time to celebrate because time is a factor. You need to do whatever it is you need to do, and then you can celebrate. That's kind of what's going on for you right now. These two are in the middle for a reason. Why? Because let me just double check the other side here. Yeah. So the divine feminine energy for you right now, Jasmine, is very high, very, very high. And it's so the feminine energy, there's light and dark, the life, death, life cycle. And right now, the life part of the life, death, life cycle is with you. So shine your light. Keep shining your high quality items. Don't get too caught up in your fantasies because the perspective is a little bit too off to transform the things that you want. The warrior goddesses, like physically, when you do crash, you're going to be crashing like hard and fast. But the good news is you've got the warrior goddesses here. They're going to catch your fall. So when you hit the couch or hit your bed, you're actually going to sleep and get like good, nourishing sleep, a nice hummingbird, high quality sleep. I wonder how all this resonates for you. I haven't looked at the chat or anything in a while. Your snake skin is off. So you know how like the collective is stuck? You're not stuck. You're like free. You're like woohoo. But what I was saying about the fantasies, I think that's the part of the skin that needs to come off.
She says, yes, it feels like the flow in every area of my life, but not resonating with fantasy concepts.
Not resonating with fantasy concepts. All right.
I think a way I might be able to explain it is you're focusing on a positive so much that you're blinding yourself to everything else. And that's not, the positive is not really the positive you're meant for. You're missing all the positives off to the side because they're not what you're visioning them to be. Is that more of what you're saying, Gina?
What I'm saying is there's yeah, I am saying that there's so many things to focus on. The mind is going, what do I focus on? So focus on the things that are really raw and authentic that you want to manifest, that are in alignment with your heart. Your heart is out of alignment right now. It's amped up. And you know what, physically you're amped up too. So
She says, "I don't live in in any fantasy world. I don't focus on positive only. I hear you, Michael."
Mm-hmm.
It may be
Mm-hmm.
tunnel vision. There's something that we call it in the metaphysical
Mm-hmm.
world, where you.
Yeah, tunnel vision is a really good example. A really good way to express that tunnel vision.
She says, "I have no confusion whatsoever. Sorry, not resonating."
That's all right.
It may make sense later. I've had experiences of that where in the moment it doesn't make sense, but then something later on today or tomorrow may happen and you'll be like, oh, this is what she was talking about.
Yes, and I see repeating themes here in the collective theme too. Like I already talked about the transformation piece. So I'm just going to pick a card, but it's worth emphasizing the feminine perspective, feminine energy is really high, and it's the life and the life death life cycle that's high right now.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the full moon also being associated with females.
okay. She says again, I don't resonate with tunnel vision. I feel pretty multidimensional. Maybe, Michael. And something just clicked in my head because I deal with this a lot. If
Yeah.
you are multidimensional, you're not present here. And so you're missing out on a lot of things here. We have to be in both. We can't just be multidimensional and growing that way. We have to grow here on the earth as well. So maybe that's what's going on with her is she's too much in the multidimensional and not present in the earth. And she says I resonate with the high feminine energy.
Okay. Um, this card here that I pulled, my pinky finger was drawn to it, representative of the earth and the earth, Pachamama, Mother Earth, divine feminine energy, linking it with that theme. This card here reminds us that we are the first rule in any game is to forget the rules and to make the rules work for you and everybody else so that everybody can play fairly, and also changing up the game, alchemizing the game so that it's developmentally, spiritually, um, everything cognitively, physically appropriate and continuously challenging you. There's just a picture of snakes and ladders here. Also, some pondering to do about patterns versus programming. Where are these rules in your life even coming from? The rules that you live by, good parenting versus good programming. How does this culture differ from another? The way from things like using utensils to using your hands to eat, general cultural things like that. And then authentic versus conditioned. So, why are you doing things? For points and rewards? Well, yeah, sometimes like we work so we can generate money, and the reward is we get to pay our bills. Nothing wrong with that, right? But some people do things like act inauthentic because it makes them look good socially. Like somebody with a lot of money will donate a lot of money, but it's like really not a lot of money for them at all. So it's inauthentic. Whereas if you donate like a certain percentage of your money, um, just for example, and you feel you feel the donation, on your next paycheck, like there's a lot more authenticity in that. So um,
Yeah.
that's
She
what came
says
up. So, oh, go ahead.
she's saying I am pretty grounded as a Taurus and I have no anxiety. Calm and grounded is how I feel. No stress now, but definitely have had loads of stress like all of us starseeds. And one thing I'd like to point out that, we're talking about how a lot of this is going along with the both, readings today are incongruence. The fact that we were talking about snakes and letting go of their skins, and you have a picture of snakes
Yeah,
and ladders.
I didn't even make that connection. And the fire and the burning away. Yeah, all those literary devices. And the first card was about reminding us to see your life as a story. So, Michael, you're making the symbolic connections of our story being on your show today. I mean,
Okay,
these
well,
gemstone readings, you can take them. Like sometimes I do a quick glance gemstone reading and I just let people know about their planes, heart plane, physical plane. Sometimes I just let them know about like one power animal. So I'm wondering the things that didn't resonate. Maybe today you were just supposed to get like a mini gemstone or something like that. Or it could come into dreams. But I'm always interested. I always forget to mention this, but I have a Facebook group. Sorry, I forgot the camera wasn't on me. I have a Facebook group. It's free to join, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. And so if you join the Facebook group, what people do is they update me on their gemstone readings. And so even in a month from now, if you're like, oh, this is what came to fruition, it's interesting to share. Or if anybody has pictures of their dream journals, let me know. So I got to, I'll have to add that to my checklist of things to remember. But how about you, Michael? Would you like a gemstone reading?
actually, I was thinking with the shows that we've done of these, you haven't
Yeah.
had one.
Oh, me. Oh my God, all I do is me. Okay, I haven't done me today.
So pick a
All
number 1
right.
to 12, Gina.
I'm gonna pick the number three came to mind. My mind was like 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, well, I've got the hand that gives, the right hand, and I'm going counterclockwise. And I'm moving fast, really fast. Ooh, something is stuck, not stuck. Okay, what did I say? 3.
3.
Okay. Okay. All right. What's going on with me? Well, as far as my snake area goes here, it's completely like blown to hell. So I'm having a hard time shedding. And that makes absolute sense because I literally just went through this huge soul retrieval process. I actually haven't washed my hair in about 2 weeks. I've been using the dry hairspray shampoo, and it's all in anticipation of shedding this skin because um, uh, today um, I'm actually going to be part of a special ceremony where I get like ushered into the north, and it's gonna be really special. So anyways, that's why I'm like, like I thought, well, I want to shower, but I'm not gonna wash my hair because after this, like today, dreaming with Gemstone Gina, then I've got my special ceremony. Uh, then I'm going to take a shower. And yesterday, um, like Michael was actually a guest on my show 2 days ago, but there's been a lot since those last 2 days because behind the scenes, um, I'm gonna like this is what I'm doing. so, uh, um, so that's cool. That's an alignment. My stuck zone, the seeds, keys, dreams that I'm planting, they are in the stuck zone. So, like, the collective reading, things were coming to fruition. Well, for me, I'm like a step ahead, and it's like in a positive way. Remember earlier I was like, who wants to be in the stuck zone? Well, for the first time, I do. For the first time, I do. Because what I've been manifesting with my spiritual biz, because I've been treating my spiritual biz like it's an egregore, like a real person or a real spirit. And I'm interpreting this as, yes, that is in alignment. This is going to be growing, this tree in the west, even though it's fall and the cold wind is blowing everything to hell, as it should be. My seeds are metaphorically, come this spring, going to be nice and growing, and even right now growing, like just working with the seasonal cycle. So my snake is way up here, just like the last person. My snake's up here too, Jasmine. We're twinsies with snake. Physically, I'm amped up. That's true. That's true, because the time zone changed just the other day, and I've been like super busy. Like, it's been a full day collecting things, doing my spirit homework, if you will, all in anticipation of this transformation that I'm undergoing. My heart is a bit down because I need to be reassured at this time. And when I was doing this here, my right hand was the hand that dominated. So there's like a masculine energy is like comforting me.
It's interesting you say that, you need to be
Mhm.
comforting, because in my head, I didn't want to say anything, so I didn't want to interrupt, but I kept hearing, "You got this. You got this."
Hmm. Yeah. Your inner voice could be that comforting masculine, Michael. Very well could be. My ability to transform is on the money right now. There's Jaguar should be there, and Jaguar is there, like literally right there. So I've got that going for me. My perspective is in the stuck zone. I'm very stuck in my perspective. But you know what? That's like, um, if I did not do my homework, um, like I have a feeling, a good feeling, that after we log off and I do my actual ceremony, and then I actually, take a shower and wash my hair, that my perspective will be recalibrated, which is exciting because you see here, my hummingbird is off. Um, so it's like, oh man, hummingbird should be up here. Why is hummingbird down here? But after like this show and my ceremony, hummingbird's going to be up here. I've already done my snake checkoff list. I've done my jaguar checkoff list. Now, hummingbird, the big one, checkoff list. The next stop is eagle condor. So for me, this is very much in alignment. This gemstone reading is reassuring me, like, keep going, stay on the right track. Physically, um, I'm I'm like I'm starting to get to the top of the. It's kind of like I'm approaching the river, but it's like there's a waterfall, and I'm starting to get sucked in that waterfall. And once I get sucked in, I'm going to be part of that flow, like the rest of the color.
One thing
What to
too
say?
that comes to mind why you might be like a step ahead is you're like the way shower, helping to show the collective how to move from being in the stuck zone without the clarity and the perspective. You're going to be helping to show them, yeah, we can jump out, we can move out.
Hmm. Yes.
And like you
Yeah.
said, it's perfect timing with your ceremony. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I
Is
know
how I see it.
behind this curtain is my bed, and I got everything like laid out on my bed. I'm gonna turn my little heater off there. It's getting hot in here. So something I gotta do is pull a card for myself, and my middle finger is like right here. So my middle finger chose it, representative of the earth, the air, the fire, passion. And this one is the green heart. This represents hummingbird, open heart, clear heart, protected heart, and finding balance between those three things. Like we wanna have an open heart, but not too open, right? You want to have a protected heart, but not too protective, right? And then clear heart. Um, you don't want to have like a clouded heart, just like a clouded mind, like clouded thoughts that you might have. Um,
And it
and
looks
this
like you have
one,
seed planted in your heart.
you have what in my heart?
Seeds planted for something that you're wanting to bring
Oh,
about.
seed. Yes. Yeah. So anything coming to fruition, this resonates with the collective. My gemstone reading resonating with the collective, because it, what I'm manifesting needs to come from the heart, even if I don't understand the logic of it. That can be frustrating. And
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that with us.
you're welcome. And now I'm just thinking about other personal things and whatnot. But yes, this gemstone reading resonated with me, and also I think just reassuring me, like, don't worry, that hummingbird is down here. Hummingbird's gonna go up there. Eagle condor is gonna go over here. This is gonna grow like that. This transformation is here. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this. When I saw snake up here, I was like, oh man. But then I'm like, ah, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Very cool. And so it looks like I'll be the last one today,
All right.
which I have no problems with.
These gemstones, they're just supposed to be mini gemstones. And so every single one ends up being a bit longer because it depends on how many people are, getting gemstone readings. And it's a lot of fun to do them. Sometimes two people will just say, I want to know what one gemstone in particular means. But um, you need to let me know that kind of stuff in the chat. Okay, so I'm turning to the right. I'm going clockwise. And something is stuck in my hand. Oh, getting loose. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and pick a number. Michael, did you pick one? Number one?
Number one.
Okay. There we go. It's just here. All right. Okay, what's going on with Michael? Well, so the masculine energy was very high and the logical mind was very high when I did this, right? But now when I look at this, the um there's like high feminine qualities the feminine is available to you. The not just any feminine, but like the Morrigan and her sisters. Um, anything to do with like seers and females. And I feel like the masculine energy was really high when I was doing this because in today's world, the masculines are the heroes, right? But once upon a time, it didn't matter if you were masculine or feminine, you needed to be a poet. And typically, it was the women poets who ruled, and people were scared of them. They were feared and revered um, because um, they could they could do stuff, right? They could make things happen, and that scared people. But they were also revered because if they needed it to rain, these like ancient poets could do stuff like that. So they were like shamans from from outer world shamans, if you can think of it like that. And anyways, they are in alignment and they are in a certain order that they need to be in, and they're in that order from clear, darker to dark. It's these stones, 1, 2, and 3. So this one should be first, this one should be second, this one should be third, and ideally they should be here, and they're not, but they are coming here. So it's like they're coming here and they're bringing all this other stuff with them. So it's kind of like, when you're flowing in the river, they're kind of like fish in the river right now, swimming by you at a faster speed than the river is flowing so that they could move your floaty chair faster. So they're helping to speed up the waters. Um, and the Morrigan in general, like her energy is very high right now. This, like, since like Halloween, basically, is her timestamp, October 31st, those themes. Warrior. So let me go back. Who are these 3 sisters bringing with them? Well, they're bringing Polaris, who is very masculine. Polaris is reminding you about your high quality items. Bringing Manus. Manus reminding you that you are in charge of your story. Bringing the warrior goddesses, bringing the committee of the ones who listen. So not just bringing the warrior goddesses, but the warrior goddesses, they've been here, I think, all of the readings in this area. So when you fall, you're not even going to feel like you're falling. You're just going to feel like you're flowing. You're in a flow. You're just going to be like, whoa, here and there, but you're flowing, not falling. And that's because the warrior goddesses. So the females are acting very masculine, if you will, but that's only because they're multidimensional. So they're in a reality that's like the man's world reality. Um, maybe that's to resonate with you more. I don't know. They're
It
also
does make
bringing
sense.
jaguar and snake. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying it makes sense. I'm understanding what they're talking about. I,
Well, share with us. I'd love to hear your perspective.
well, I, I look at situations and I look at groups and I look at different communities and different groups of thoughts, and I always watch and look, and I'll see, like, in the paranormal community, a lot of male teams or a lot of guys out investigating with women, but not a lot of just women. So when I come
Mhm.
across just women, I will showcase them to say, look, women are doing it just as well as men. You don't need both. We're all equal doing this, but I'll focus more on there because I'm like, nobody's looking here. And different areas, I'll see where if it's too much of one, I'll go find a representation of the less visible and be like, hey, let's make you as visible. We need both. We need the balance of seeing both sides. And so that's what I've been doing this season on my shows, is trying to bring a balance, and I'm bringing back some aspects from last season on my shows to say, look, the women are still, powerful. They're still doing this, and we have guys doing this. And I actually got a compliment from a potential guest that she said her husband was watching me on shows and says he finds it empowering how I am laid back, soft, and not the typical aggressive male host. I'm more at ease and makes everything comfortable. And so she said he complimented me on that and said, wow, you really can be that. You don't have to be the tough guy, so to speak, persona. And so I felt really cool that, somebody saw that, and I was like not expecting it, but it makes sense with what you're saying. And like that, I have the feminine coming in, but I also have the masculine, and it's like I'm balancing both and showcasing both.
Yes. Yes. I think it's really cool how they're lined up here. 1, 2, 3. And they're in like they should be in this exact order, but here. So I just think that's so cool. And just the fact that this is a circle going this way all the time, and you are going that way, right? Like,
So it seems like I'm going in the flow.
yeah, I still have to pull a card for you, but um, I just want to look to see if there's anything else that stands out. I mean, all the power animals except eagle, condor, your perspective is off. But the good news is these three sisters are like leading you right now.
That makes sense.
And you're like me, like your the seeds that you planted, they're going in the stuck zone. But are they, or are they drifting away? Ah, maybe there's some seeds, keys, dreams that you're in the process of releasing, and the sisters are like, wait, hold on, you might need that one. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so your snake skin that you're shedding, they're bringing snake. Why are they bringing snake? They're bringing snake. Um, there might be something that you think you're done with that you're actually not done with, but don't worry about it. These three sisters, they've got you. You don't have to worry about um, forgetting or, oh no, I released the wrong thing. They've got you. And my pinky finger, the earth, wants to pick the next card. It's slippery because my hands. You got this one, which is interesting because it came up in our conversation on Monday. And this is the yellow butterfly. So
Yeah.
transformation. Transformation is off for you right now, because I think you just need to resonate in the flow that you're already in, right? So this is the garden, and this big black line is like the barrier. So it's like the butterfly, you stay up there, and caterpillar, you stay down there. And I don't know if you remember, but on Monday with Story Species, Story Medicine, we were talking about you being the confused warrior. And that's like what this card is about, the hero's journey. And like, you were a caterpillar, but now you're a butterfly. So you don't eat leaves anymore, Michael. You drink nectar. You don't crawl around, you fly. And that's why you're not transforming right now, because this is still pretty fresh, you being this butterfly. So if you're like a butterfly trying to transform into a butterfly, that's not going to work out, right? So that's why you're just in the flow right now of the universe. And the sisters are helping you. They're going to help you. And
Okay.
this card can be painful. It can be confusing, you know, because your friends change too. They may or may not have transformed. Your environment, it's the same garden, but the garden too is alchemizing. You know, you might go through a phase where you're like, I don't want to be a butterfly. Forget this. I want to be a caterpillar again. And you can't, no matter what you do. And you might, I don't know. There's a lot to say about this. The predators change. You know, uh, your ability to defend yourself changes. You open your wings and you've got eyeballs. That's scary. So if a bird tries to eat you, you open your wings, they think, oh no, that's owl eyeballs. An owl's going to eat me.
That is cool. And the other thing too about butterflies that we don't realize is I forget the butterfly effect, where if a
Oh,
butterfly flaps its wings here in America, it can cause huge winds over in Asia. And it's like, you look at that and you're like, how can a little butterfly cause that much impact on the environment? But it really shows us how, like I'll say a lot of times, we don't need a large mass, just a small amount to make big change. And the butterfly is like the perfect example.
nice. And the butterfly always reminds me of a Venn diagram and that image of like the beetle, but it's, the butterfly in lieu of the beetle. And also those two wings, butterfly effect, being like two mirrors. So, when you have like a mirror in front of a mirror, it's like goes forever, right? Um, so there's like that butterfly effect going on too. Like every flap is a different dimension, a different mirror, and yet there's these common threads that weave through them. And yeah, there's always lots to say. But I'm noticing the time, and I've got a special,
Yeah.
so
So
I'm
thank
looking
you.
forward to washing my hair.
Well, thank you for sharing with us. And anyone, if you want to join the Facebook group, the link is in the description.
Thank you for
And
that. Yes. Gina Virginia Casella, check me out, ginavirginiacasella.com. And I'm also looking for people like Michael to host me on their show. So I'd love to be a regular guest doing gemstone readings. And I forget if it's next week or the week after. I have it written down on my calendar. I'm going to be back on Michael's show. I won't be doing gemstone readings. I'll be talking about my book, Energy Medicine, and I'm going to tell you the difference between intrusive entities and what a hard crystallized extraction means, that kind of stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. Really look forward to our time together
yeah, that'll be next Wednesday night.
next Wednesday. Okay. It's
So
written down in my calendar. If it's not written down, it's not getting done.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Michael. And thank you
Yeah.
so much, Michael's community, Writing Through the Unknown, and my community too, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. Hopefully, it worked on YouTube and Rumble. And like I said, join the Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, and keep me updated on your dream journaling and your gemstone readings if you hear.
And super congratulations for what you're going to go do.
Thank you. I feel like really excited and pumped up about it, and yet I feel relaxed. I think because my technology is working, and I just need to like log off, and then my email is a quick click, and um, it's not always like that.
No, but it's well deserved today. So blessings to you.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
See you, Michael.